With little over than 2 months to go before elections in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the United Nations is concerned about the political climate in the country. In its first meeting since the visit to Kinshasa last weekend, the UN Security Council has reviewed the political and security situation, as well as challenges facing UN peacekeepers. Our UN correspondent, Liling Tan, has more from New York.
For the United Nations, fair and free elections in the DRC remain the priority, and how UN efforts can support that in the context of the realities on the ground. And while progress has been made regarding electoral law and the number of candidates eligible to run, there remains deep distrust among opposition leaders.
Ils appellent notamment à l'abandon de la machine à voter.
They are calling for the voter machines to be abandoned and for the electoral roll to be cleaned up. It is therefore essential that the Congolese actors reach a consensus on these questions so as not to compromise the acceptance of the election results.
L'acceptation des résultats des scrutins.
Briefing the council from Kinshasa, the envoy also expressed concerns about the lack of female candidates, who account for only about 12%. The threats of physical and sexual violence have played a role at a time when the security situation in the Kasai region and eastern DRC remains tense and also dangerous for women to vote, much less run for office. The envoy said ensuring the security of the elections is another precondition for the process to be credible and peaceful.
Il est important d'assurer.
It is important to make sure that not only the candidates and the votes are safe and secure, but also to ensure that the environment in which the campaigns and the votes themselves take place is also peaceful and secure.
As for the UN peacekeeping mission there, the envoy reports more restrictions on the import of arms and military equipment, and that discussions with the DRC government have yielded little tangible results. She said this has made it harder for the UN peacekeeping forces to adequately protect themselves and civilians. And another area of concern for the Council is the detrimental impact of the security situation on humanitarian efforts, made more complicated by food insecurity, the Ebola outbreak, and the cholera epidemic. Liling Tan, CGTN, New York.